Well, let's check and see if this is even working. Which means I gotta do a couple things that I didn't think of before I started. I'll be right back. Alright, I think I'm ready finally. This is a game I played a little bit of in the past. By a little bit of, I mean like shit tons. Maybe not as much as Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, close. All things told at this point in my life, close, I'd say. I'm not saying it's a better game than Super Mario Brothers or anything wild like that, but it is a favorite golden age classic scoring single screen arcade game for me. Perhaps my most favorite of those. I think it used to be. I think Robotron's probably replaced that, and Tempest is way up there now too. But like, I would say that I like it better than Joust. I like it better than Pac-Man and Galaga and a lot of other games like that. So. And I think I like it. I like it better than Donkey Kong, which is probably a really controversial opinion, but I just do. I think it has a lot in common with Joust, and I think it's interesting that Hardcore Gaming 101 recognized that as well and did them both in the same podcast for reviews. Talked about how, because both of them are games you can play two-player simultaneous, which is already interesting back then. And while you do that, you can absolutely be cooperative and work towards the goal of defeating the computer together, or you can absolutely fuck with each other and make each other's lives miserable. Excellent. Oh, nice. Nice. I forgot it was still on flies, and they're just the slowest damn things. There we go. And yeah, that's the glitch I referred to there, where you just saw where I kind of clip the edge of it, but I fall through. And I think there's a worse spot to the left of it where it will you'll just hit the brick and it won't go up, which is actually even more fucked up. Like just to the right of there, and it doesn't always happen. It only happens if you're jumping at it to the right, from right to left at a certain speed or something. So it's like a tiny glitch, and it's really frustrating when it's like the reason why you're dying. You know it's that little glitch. You know what I mean? Because you're just trying to play the game like you do in the arcade or whatever. It's one of my biggest gripes about this game, which I otherwise prefer. Okay, so this game was remade as Mario Brothers Classic, which was released in Europe, and I think that might be the version they put on the GameCube as well. And I don't know, maybe even on the Wii virtual shop. I don't know. I never bought really any games on there. I did it once to test it out. I bought like Bubble Bobble, but don't know much about it. But yeah, the alternate version of this game, Mario Brothers Classic, has much more authentic graphics than this does. It uses larger sprites that look more like the arcade game, and it has a bunch of presentation stuff that's missing, including the little intro at the beginning of the game. I think maybe a sound jingle or two. I don't know. It's got some shit that is better and more right than this game. However, and this is a big however to me, they also changed the jumping to make it easier so that you can kind of pull back in the air and stuff, sort of more like Super Mario Brothers, or maybe like when you're playing the various remakes of Mario Brothers that are included in Super Mario 3 and the various Game Boy Advance games. So it has this much loosier, goosier Mario feel where you can control your Mario very freely. I don't like this. This isn't the Mario that I play in the arcade, so I don't want that. You know. Again, I just want the game that I played back in the day the way it is. I'm not a fan of things like the Star Wars special editions, which are the only versions of Star Wars that you can watch now. It sucks. I just want the shit the way it was when it was good before they started fucking with it. So that's also how I feel about Mario Brothers Classic, and really about playing Mario Brothers with easier controls in general. Oh, like that shit there. I think that was also a glitch. That was just the ground not bumping. So maybe it can happen on either side even. Yeah, the game's a little bit buggy. Other home versions of this game are even more buggy though, and also more wrong. Ooh, look at that crap. That was just a bunch of failed collision detection all happening at once, right? One slick move there at the end. I don't think I'm gonna make it though, am I? Damn, I don't even know how. That's crazy. Oh shit. That sets us up for bad news. Okay, I think I can make this work. Shit. Shit. Everything was bad in every direction. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Okay. That was really close. Nope. Nope. Fucked everything up. He's gonna get back up, too. Fuck yeah, he is. Twice as fast, even. Things have gotten bad now at the hard part of the game. First time there was no bump, though, was there? That's pretty fun. Yeah, and it can happen on either side, I guess. That's a real piece of shit right there. Oh my god, it's happening so much in so many different spots now. I'm getting pretty mad. Pretty mad about that. There we go. I have to do the arcade version later to cleanse myself. Ah, fucked up again. Not gonna get it. Nice, nice. Made that work. Made that work. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is another game that's only got a 6-digit score field. Nintendo really didn't have that much faith in us, did they? I'm not saying I've gotten close to rolling this or anything, but I think I have gotten into 200, 300,000 point range in this game as well, which means that people who are a mere 3 to 4 times better than me are beating it. You know what I mean? In terms of rolling the number. I thought it was gone enough to where I would hit the enemy and the level would be over. What a piece of shit. If I had just been barely more patient, I'd still be alive. Anyway, that's my first score up. Probably be on here for an hour, maybe. Which really only equates to about 3 more turns at that rate. But even if I didn't prefer Mario Brothers to Mario Brothers Classic, and I definitely do, I would be doing Mario Brothers either way, because this is Black Box Arcade, and Mario Brothers Classic is not a Black Box game. It came out in like 1990 or some shit. Excuse me, my allergies have been really bad. Oh, fuck you, game. Extra life at 20,000 points. It seems like such a paltry amount of score. Ah, shitty. There we go. Shit, he's all the way down there. Come on, man. Any day now. shit. I will roll with it. Excellent. Nice. Things are getting weird up in here. Fucking fuck! He's gonna get up, isn't he? I can feel it. Oh my god, he got up. Oh fuck. How did everything go to shit so fast? Oh, yeah, thanks, game. Thanks for glitching the fuck out right when I needed you. Bad decisions are being made. I feel like I got launched through the air in a weird ass way that time instead of just a normal jump. But okay. Ah, fuck. What? Yeah, this was a really bad run compared to the previous, so I don't know what to expect from here, except for not much. Why does that jump seem like impossible the first time around? Always. Like, I never hit the coin on the right. Never. Like, it's the same jump when I do it again later. How's it fucking different? Didn't even hit 100K. Alright, I'll take a short break here. And I am back. Here we go. That was a dumb, weird start. Here we go. Here we go. Trying not to be terrible. I guess it doesn't matter because I drop down either way, too. Very odd. I don't know how to affect the later stages. They just feel like they give you a lot less time and you're kind of boned. I don't know, though. Sure, if I saw it done, it would make sense to me. Do what you're gonna do, buddy. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what you're gonna do? Okay, oh, none of this turned out very well, did it? Okay, we'll make this work though. Greeny as it is. Come on, Greeny. Get out here. Oh, yeah, barely. Well, shit. That was just me physically mashing the button wrong, kind of. Well, that's an even earlier death than I experienced even last time on my much worse run than the first time. So it appears to be spiraling downhill rapidly. Oh, well, my button didn't respond. I wonder how worn out this controller's getting. That's not good. Circle just straight up didn't respond. You never know when it's just the game, too, because there's so many glitches in it. I can almost feel circle catching, though. This controller's got a lot of wear on it. I was thinking square felt shitty the other day. Ugh. So on this, if you didn't set the high score, you don't see your previous score either. It just wipes it to 0 and show, maybe if you played 2-player, it would show the previous 2 players' scores, which is interesting. I think it all went into my first run tonight. Which was, it did feel like I was having a good one. I was like, is this pretty good? It feels like it's pretty good. That's the way I felt with Donkey Kong 3, but I actually continued to do better and better with it. I feel like I played really well in this stream. That was yesterday. Check that out. I did do the Donkey Kong Jr., and Mario Brothers on 7800 on Switch, not too far back, just for the sake of comparison. And yeah, they're pretty good ports too. They're not bad at all. There were things that I liked a little less about Mario Brothers, especially, I think. Whereas like Donkey Kong was so close, I just barely care. Mostly I would say that the sound is way better on NES and the resolution's a little better, sharper. But other than that, they play so damn close. I almost just don't even care between the two. If I had a 7800, I would say that Donkey Kong's a must-have cartridge just because it's great. Donkey Kong Jr. is not bad. It's a pretty good port. And then Mario Brothers is still pretty good, but it's just... Even though I feel this port has compromises on the 7800, it's a little more noticeable. I don't even know what to do with this pile of shit. This is just so out of control. Oh shit. This is going so poorly. I don't even know how to describe it. This one level's gonna end me because I did everything completely wrong. It's driving me insane. Oh my god, I'm impatient to do like simple, stupid shit. Yeah, this is going nowhere fast. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill off my last guy and start over like this didn't happen. Yeah, I really fucked up that level somehow. Alright, let's see if we can do better on this. So one thing that I do think that's interesting about these black box covers, which you've probably noticed by now if you've been looking at it, is that Mario's in the wrong color outfit. Like, it's just completely wrong. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's not supposed to be Luigi either. It's just the wrong outfit. And what's even more interesting than that, I'm pretty sure, is that, and we'll double check this when we get to it, but I think that Super Mario Brothers uses Fiery Mario for the cover. Oh, god damn it. He uses Fiery Mario for the cover, and he is also the wrong colors for Fiery Mario in the game. So, we'll see when we get to it, though. I don't have it memorized exactly, so I could be wrong about that. Other than that, though, I really like the design of like black box cover art anyway, even if it is often inaccurate or exaggerated in some weird ways. it still gives you a pretty realistic depiction of what the graphics are going to be like. And they're detailed enough to where you're like, yeah, that's a lot better than a freaking Atari game of any sort. And it's generally always the case, in my opinion. I mean, I thought that these... I mean, not this isn't the best game to showcase it, but Super Mario Brothers certainly was insane when I saw it. Super Mario Brothers... There's like only a few times in my life where I've played or like seen a new game and I'm like, holy shit, we have entered some crazy new era of video game graphics, and this is kind of blowing my mind or whatever. And the other being Doom, for sure. I say that as I'm wearing a Final Doom t-shirt. Also seeing Quake run it like GL Quake blew my mind kind of like that. And then, but that was so close to it, I almost consider it like a related event. Seeing Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast, and I was just like, what the shit? I don't feel like there's any kind of leaps that I'll see now that are gonna affect me that way, but who knows? One of the things, actually, it's such a simple thing, besides the scrolling, which of course was mind-blowing too, like when combined with everything, and, you know, having like pretty cool music playing and shit. Like Super Mario Bros. Was just a fucking pretty audio-visually intense game for its time. People don't really respect or understand that now, I don't think. But another thing about it was, you know, this game has a black background. What did Donkey Kong 3 have? What did Donkey Kong Jr. have? What did Donkey Kong have? What did practically everything have? So having a background that wasn't black, not only not a black background, at least not on every level, even on the ones that did have black backgrounds, they had background details, which is just something you didn't get. You know, and then like once we saw like just full tile scrolling animation on everything else, it was like, holy shit, this is way beyond what the Atari could do on anything. It's not just that one game, you know. Yeah, people say, oh, Nintendo were never like the technology leaders. Yes, they fucking were. Like, yeah, I know the Master System was a thing, and it could do more color and stuff, but like, if you saw the Nintendo first, and then you saw the Master System, you weren't like so blown away, you like immediately had to have one. You generally, at least I didn't feel that way. Not to mention it was like worse in some important ways, like controls. Yeah, and also like I feel like generally this Nintendo outperforms the Master System, although I don't know if that's necessarily always true. But apparently there's a lot of debate on whether or not that's D80 or the 6502, and those machines are better. And also, like, during the GameCube era, yeah, they probably didn't have the best hardware, but it was very competitive and probably better than the PS2 in most meaningful ways. Yeah, I feel pretty confident in saying that, even as a PS2 fanboy. Um, Hell, even if you consider the Wii U, it's certainly not the Wii. They have maybe the most powerful hardware of the 360 PS3 generation, maybe? I don't know how the Wii U really stacks up, though, but I feel like it's up there. I feel like probably a lot of stuff that wasn't first party wasn't well optimized, but... Oh, and also the Switch was for a long time the most powerful handheld, aside from the NVIDIA Shield. But I mean, how many people really play Shield or Android stuff as much as, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the Switch was at least competitive with high-end Android for quite a while. I'm sure that's no longer the case. I'm sure you can get some crazy... Oh, I mean, also there's like the Steam Deck and stuff now, so yeah, it's definitely no longer the case. But it used to be the handheld king and was for a reigning champ there for, what, a good 5 years or something. So... And I guess the other criticism of the Nintendo and I suppose Super Nintendo hardware, the 8 and 16-bit hardware, is that a lot of the muscle in the games, the technological muscle that it did have that made it very competitive, was coming from the extra chips they put in the cartridges. But I feel like, at the end of the day, it's still the game you're getting, so it doesn't matter. I consider it part of the console's power. Whatever you crammed in there during its actual lifespan. There's a lot of systems that are supposed to rely on external chips more that didn't get them into for like pricing reasons. 7800 really suffered from that because they expected people to use sound chips in the cartridges, and most games did not. And then they in turn just ended up sounding exactly like Atari 2600 because that's the sound hardware it had, which was embarrassingly bad, even compared to the Master System, but especially compared to the NES. Oh no, that's destroyed. I don't have a chance in hell now. Dang it. Fuck. Oh yeah, so anyway, the reason why I always think about playing this game in the summer, like, the I think the first time I played it may have actually been the NES version, and it was at like at a friend's birthday party sleepover thing, and everybody brought their video games, and we played a bunch of video games, and I kept playing a lot of shit even after people fell asleep. Uh, Including this a lot, which other people weren't into, but I was like, well, it's so fun. Like, why, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get why other people weren't into it. Um, Shit. But then, like, I never picked it up for Nintendo. I never really saw it for sale anywhere, for one thing, and didn't really think about it a whole lot after that, because I don't think even, like, the places where I rented games had it, so it's not even, like, something I rented or anything. So I kind of missed it a little bit. And then, in my early teen years, we were going to this pool. Uh, this like public swimming pool, and like, you know, my parents usually give me like change to go buy like some snacks. I would always get like this peanut roll thing, and I was like, get a can of Mountain Dew. I swear Mountain Dew tasted better back in the early '90s, and then something changed and it turned into shit. But this is probably like '91 or something. I don't know. But they had two arcade machines there too, which I would play all the time, just because I'd have like a quarter or two or three left over. And I'd play some games, and since it was a fairly limited amount of change, I got good at playing them on one credit too, and I got to where I could 1cc Double Dragon. I probably can still do it. It's not really all that exciting. It's mostly just elbowing every single enemy in the face until it's over. Um, but this game I found a lot more interesting because, like, it was challenging. It was the game I remembered from playing on Nintendo. Of course, it was even better as the arcade version. Um, and I would just, yeah, I started playing it quite a bit and got pretty good at the arcade game of it back then. And I don't know how much that skill stuck or whatever, but I still play both versions of the game a bit because that was another thing. So like emulation comes along, early emulation is, especially Nesticle or whatever, ran this game great because it was very simple. It didn't have a mapper or anything to it. So anything would run it great, even back in the day. It was a prime game you could play in Nesticle, actually, I thought. And it was just great to play it again, And then early days of like arcade board emulation, like the first times I started running like arcade ROMs, it was one of the first games. I'm not gonna say it was the first because I think I did like Rygar in 1942, some other stuff that had some standalone emulators for them before MAME, and I discovered Rain. Like I think it was Rain and Rage or whatever the hell it was. Shortly after that, so there were a few multi-machine emulators, and then MAME, the earliest MAMEs, eventually. But I could play the arcade game again, and I did a lot. So. So yeah, unlike Donkey Kong, where I have a very strong preference for the NES version, just it's easier. Mostly that's the thing, is it's easier, so it's easier for me to get into. And also the screen's formatted for, normal CRT, which was handy back in the day. Everything about it was great. But this game, yeah, I think generally speaking, I'd rather play the arcade game at this point. It's frustrating to deal with a lot of the glitches and things in this game. Like just generally like jumping through a wall or jumping, through something or falling or hitting a brick and having it not fucking do anything. Just the enemy just walk right on by and something else killing you while you stand there stunned. That's the kind of shit that happens in this game. I feel like I should be able to beat my first attempt. I'm going to give it one last go. Let me get a drink here, and then I'm going to give it one last go, and then we'll see how it goes. But maybe not. Maybe the first go was the best. I think we'll do Popeye next. I'm not great at Popeye, but it's a pretty good game. And I've always heard, my understanding is with Donkey Kong, is that they wanted to make Popeye first. Like they really wanted that Popeye fucking game, and like King Syndicate or whatever they're called, that owns the rights to the comic, like didn't want to make a deal with them, I guess, at that time. So we got Donkey Kong instead. And it was a huge hit, of course, because it's a fantastic game. And then you play Popeye, and you're like, they wanted to do this instead. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to come across like I dislike Popeye, because I think it actually does have that Nintendo magic, and it's still a good game. But yeah, It ain't Donkey Kong. Mhm. Nice. 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 Oh no, I shouldn't have stopped. That's okay though. We're good. We're good. Oh god, I can't believe I made that work. I probably should have hit him again. Fuck. Alright, well, turns out my first run was my best run. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I think I might actually be playing some Diablo 4 tonight. Hopefully. If I can convince everyone else that Diablo 4 is cool and that they'd be cool for playing it. Anyway, this has been Mario Brothers, part of the Black Box Arcade series I'm doing. Not all of these are necessarily a part of their classification for old school arcade or whatever they call it. Yeah, like I don't know what each series is called, action series, whatever. But it'll be the ones that are mostly action score based games are released on Black Box. Not even necessarily ports of arcade games, but most of them will be. Coming up is Popeye, and then after that I'll probably do Kung Fu, and then we might look into Ice Climber or Balloon Fight or Balloon Fight. I might cut it off there. There are some black box games that are absolutely terrible that I will never play, like Urban Champ or I don't know. There's just a lot of ones that are just straight up crap. So, but yeah, this isn't one of those. This was a really good port for its time. In retrospect, I'm pretty frustrated by a few of the little glitches it has here and there. And I know that probably a lot of people were, and that's why there's an alternate version of it that's better, but also it's worse. So that's a thing, too. And we'll do the arcade game later at some point to really redeem Mario Brothers. That is still the very best way to experience a game, in my opinion, is just to play the arcade game. Um, yeah, so if you like action games,